Interesting. That's not a huge amount of timestamps there, but it is a short video. It's an 8-minute video, 3 timestamps. Honestly, that's decent. In this case, I might ask it to do more. All right, y'all, what's up? Back at it again with another video. Today, I actually wanted to make a video timestamper. I have done a couple of automations for my videos. I stole one of Nick Sariev's video editor automations. I'm gonna try that out today with this video once it's done. One thing that I haven't been doing with my videos is timestamping them. It's just a bit of a pain and honestly a bit of a waste of time for me to do that, at least right now, manually, to look through the whole video and then put timestamps in there. Not necessary, not a great investment of my time. That being said, I still think it's a valuable thing to put in there for people who want to access that. So that's my plan today. We're going to build this in Claude Code together. As usual, I don't know what's going on. Seriously. I'm just starting this for the first time. Haven't done this before. I have some ideas, I think, for the transcriber. The way that it's going to work, in my mind anyway, is the video is going to be fed to a transcriber, transcribes all the audio with time stamps, and then somehow categorizes each section of audio to a specific timestamp. Ideally, timestamps would be every 4 to 6 minutes or so on average. Though I'll let the AI determine that ultimately. That's it. I think I'm going to use OpenAI's Whisper transcriber. That seems to be the best one. That's the only thing keeping ChatGPT on my phone instead of using Claude, is it has this amazing transcription. I can just talk to it. It grabs everything from my voice perfectly. I think Claude doesn't really have that yet, or if it does have a transcriber, it's quite poor last time I checked, though I'm not certain. That's it. Let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with bypass permissions to grab the claude.md file from my other directory. Hey Claude, we're going to initiate this project. To do so, please grab a claude.md file from a sister directory and copy it into this one. After that, something I haven't done recently or at all yet is use plan mode. So we're going to start with plan mode. I'm going to give it my thoughts about what to use, but I wanted to give me suggestions about what's best, and I want to see the build before we actually go through with it. That's the difference this time. It's taken quite some time to get the claude.md file here. Cool, there we go. It has everything we need. Now we go to plan mode, and I'm just going to tell it exactly what I want. Hey, so I want to build a video timestamper agent, which takes a video and timestamps it. Ideally, it timestamps every 4 to 6 minutes, but ultimately that's going to be up to the AI for whatever is most useful for a viewer watching the video. The only thing I know is that I think I want to use OpenAI's Whisper API for the transcription. In my mind, the way that it's going to go is we have the video, it gets transcribed, there's timestamps on the transcription, and then AI determines how to chunk each section into a different timestamp, as well as what to name the timestamp. And at the end, it provides me with a timestamp for YouTube that I can put in the YouTube description. So yeah, that's what I have in mind. Again, give me some suggestions as to how we can do this. Then we'll just go right ahead and do it. Okay, let's have some fun with this, eh? Okay, looks like it came back. One thing I noticed is it actually looked in other video, or I should say other files I have within the parent directory. Very interesting. I'm not sure if that's what I would have wanted. I wanted it to search the internet. That being said, this plan is totally fine. I am reading, we have a script that takes tools such as FFmpeg, and OpenAI's Whisper API, and then chunks it with Claude. It says 2 things worth flagging. Let's see, there is a 25 megabyte file limit. I didn't know that. So it needs to be chunked. So we're going to chunk with FFmpeg, Claude versus GPT-4 for the chunking step. I'm wondering why it says GPT-4. That's quite old. I've planned to use Claude Sonnet, which for me is totally fine. Can say it's consistent with your stack. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. I don't know why it's suggesting such old models here. Yes, this output is perfect. Everything looks clean. So obviously it's recommending Claude because it's Claude Code. That's fine with me. I honestly don't mind. That being said, one API key is interesting as an option here. Don't know why it's selecting 4.0 though. One API key You know what? Yeah, I kind of want to keep everything simple as possible. That being said, I don't know why it's using 4.0. So I would like to keep everything with OpenAI just for simplicity. That being said, 4.0, isn't that quite an old model? Aren't there better models nowadays that are also cheaper for this specific use case? I might be dumb there. I don't actually know. To be honest, I'm not sure. So we'll see what it tells us. Okay, so now it's using 4.0 mini, which is even worse. Huh. No, keep planning. You know what? Let's go with Claude Sonnet 4.6. I think 4.0 is old, and I can't be bothered to look at the newer ones now. Let's go with 4.6 Claude Sonnet just because that's simple enough. Okay, we'll let it plan out. It's cool that it made this little plan on the side here. Quite pretty. Just gives some details as to how this would work. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, okay, let's just let that run. So the final stack is OpenAI Whisper API. And for chunking and naming, we're going to use Claude Sonnet 4.6. Delightful seeking Feigenbaum? What does that mean? I have no idea. My brain's not working right now and I don't really care. Let's yes and auto accept. I guess we'll do yes and bypass permissions. That's what I typically do. Auto accept, but I'll also just go bypass permissions. Now we just let it do its thing. It might be done in a little bit. It might ask for an API key here or there. Otherwise, I don't think it'll be much of a problem, to be honest. It says everything was built. We just need to add the API keys. We need to install dependencies, do all this stuff. This stuff it'll do on its own. API keys, let's take a look at what it provided here. Oh, okay. So it's asking for an OpenAI API key and an Anthropic API key. Let's go and get both of these now, I guess. So I just entered the OpenAI platform. I actually made a new account. I wanted to make one for the business, not my personal account. You should be able to find out when you log in how to make an API key quite easily there. In this case, it literally just prompted me to as a first key. I'm going to call this, well, the project name, I guess, in this project specifically is, I wonder how I want to structure this. I'll just do it video transcriber. The test key name will be Whisper AI, I guess. Whisper, how do we call this? How did Claude call this? Brain's not functioning right now. Whisper API is what it's called. That's fine. Let's just do this. I'm guessing the key will show up here, so I'm going to skip this part. Okay, it did indeed show me the key. Now I'm going to get the Claude Developer one. Same thing. Go to the Claude Developer platform, get it, and input it into your .env file. Just added my API keys. Now we're going to tell it to continue and also install dependencies for us. All right, just added my API keys. Now please go ahead and install those dependencies. Make sure that FFmpeg is installed and then run it. Now, I don't actually have a video available, so maybe don't run it. How are we gonna do this? What's the best plan to do this? Could we make a folder for videos? And how are we gonna prevent that from taking up too much space? Do we just delete them after the transcription is made? What's the best plan here? I really don't know. That's a thought that I didn't really think of. I guess I'll download a YouTube video that I made and try the transcription tool on that. Okay, so it just made a workflow. We drop a video in there, it runs, it gets us a transcription and the timestamps, then it kind of auto cleans up and deletes the video from the storage so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and download one of my YouTube videos right now and then put it in that folder. Could you open the videos folder for me so I can just drop the video in there? Also, I'm curious how much this would cost to run depending on the length of the video. Because this could work for a 10-minute video, a 20-minute video, ideally even a 3-hour long video, this could work too. In those cases, how much would this cost? It's a good question. Good question, Simon. I always have good questions. Let's see what it says here. A 60-minute transcript is only 10,000 tokens, so 3 cents. Even hour-long videos are 50 cents. That's sick. That's good news, because I have some videos in mind. Maybe, not so sure yet. All right, so I asked it to open this videos folder, as you may have seen if I didn't cut it out. I downloaded my Mythos preview video from YouTube. I'm just gonna drag it in there. All right, I've dragged the video that I want transcribed into the videos folder. Please go ahead and transcribe it and then delete. And of course, give me the timestamps. I'm not gonna obviously watch the video and check exactly I just want to see, generally speaking, how the timestamps are. And if they fit well enough, that's good for me right now. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. We'll start with that. Interesting. That's not a huge amount of timestamps there, but it is a short video. It's an 8-minute video, 3 timestamps. Honestly, that's decent. In this case, I might ask it to do more, but I don't know. I'm not really that picky about it. It's a short video. I think this is totally fine just for usability. It's not going to be perfect. That's pretty good though. I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to leave it there. Little short video for you. Just made a video transcriber tool. Hopefully you enjoy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what other stuff you want to see in the comments, because I kind of just come up with these ideas out of my head completely randomly with no context or anything. So honestly, yeah, cool. Thanks for watching.